learned from my patients what it means to have successful aging. I've also learned from them what are the challenges of aging. And so it's in a very deep and personal way. I feel like I've grown as a person through my work with my patients. My grandfather was what was called a general practitioner. Today we would call that type of doctor a family practice physician. What was really interesting about his life is that his office was on the first floor of his home, and he and my grandmother lived on the second floor in an apartment right above his office. And one of the things that I loved as a child is that for many years, the babies he delivered, at some point he would have a professional photographer take a picture of them, and had scores and scores of tiny little baby pictures all over the walls of the hallway. Now my father also has had a very interesting and successful career in medicine, and he also, like myself, is a clinician educator.
With tighter schedules and the hovering hand of technology making listening to patients more challenging than ever, how do you give your patients your full attention?
As a psychiatrist, I do count myself perhaps a bit more fortunate than some of my other colleagues. I generally have a little bit longer time in the appointments that I have with my patients. Even before we had electronic records, though, I became very good at documenting and writing down what the patient was saying while maintaining eye contact with patients. It's something that in the days of written notes, many patients would comment about that and say, Dr. Lehmann, you're writing down on a piece of paper and you're not looking at it. I've been able to translate that to the electronic record, and in this regard, I actually attribute years to piano study as something that actually has helped me do that. When you play the piano, you have to do several things at the same time. Look at the music, your fingers are moving on the keys, you're listening to the sounds that are coming out of the piano and making adjustments, and also anticipating ahead and trying to capture what it is that the composer is trying to communicate. In many ways, I find that's very parallel to being with a patient, listening to them, paying attention to what they look like, what they say. My hands are on the keys, documenting. But I'm trying to also understand, where are they going with this? What's the deeper meaning that I also want to understand? Good listening is what connects us with our patients. And the most important thing when a patient walks in the door is to establish a connection, a rapport with the patient.
Dr. Lehmann, it was great hearing from you. Thank you so much for your time. That was a CLOSLER Look.